sometimes tweaking their lives away. Whoa, sometimes cursing.
Hi guys, welcome to Cosplaying with your kids. I'm Anastasia Washington, your moderator, and let's go down the line and introduce ourselves.
Okay.
And our significant cosplay partners.
I'm Kim McAndrew, and I cosplay with my daughter Scout, and we've been cosplaying for 2 years as of this convention. So this is our cosplay-versary.
I'm Scout, and I've been cosplaying for 2 years, and I started here with my mom.
I'm Sage, Ia. I am Cosplay Michael's mom. He's been cosplaying for about a year, and he's very excited to be here.
My name is Cosplay Michael, and I'm I've been cosplaying for about a whole year or two.
So most of your life is what you're saying, like as long as you can remember.
Whole entire life. I'm excited for the whole day of my life.
Hi, I'm Gavin. I'm 10 years old, and I've been cosplaying for 8 years now.
So his whole
No,
life as
you
well.
haven't.
Yes.
He's been going to Comic-Con for 8 years. You first cosplayed when you were 6. It's like 4 years. Sounds cool if you say 8.
Still longer than you, though.
He's 10 and that's his 8th Comic-Con.
You cut down his glory.
I'm his dad, that's what I'm here for. I'm Sean, better known as Gavin's dad. Most people don't know my name, they just go, "You're Gavin's dad," pretty much. And Gavin cosplayed first, and then I cosplayed, so I'm a little bit less than him. You don't have to turn that every time we speak, you know. I pretty much do Captain America. He does a whole bunch of correlating Marvel cosplays. He did cosplay. Michael does Captain America, I'm told, too. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Captain America?
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess the first question that we should be asking is, when your child wants to cosplay and you're not a cosplayer, where do you look for this research on how to do it and what to do?
Oh, yeah. Yes, well,
Where do you find this information?
Yes, I don't cosplay, but Michael does, and he started because he loves to watch Marvel and DC, and he watches YouTube and all the games, and he said, that's what I want to be. He shows us all the things. This is what I want to look like, this is what I want to play, and so we research and we watch it with him so that we know what he wants to dress like, and he's like, he'll tell us exactly, oh, I need this and I need that, and we just help him get everything together, and we bring him out to the cons, and he loves to just play, and everybody plays with him.
We both watch movies, and when we decide that we want to do a cosplay for it, we go see it again if it's still in theaters, or we wait till it comes out on disc, and we watch it and we pause it so that way we can see what we need, and we go on lots of websites to get the exact things that we need. Yeah.
Reference pictures.
So you go ahead, of course, absolutely. I just drive the car, man, whatever.
I'm gonna explain how we got into this. So, most people think that when they look at us that we started because of him. He's the guy with all the comics in his garage, and we started Comic-Con because of him. It's actually kind of the opposite. We don't have any. We're not really a comic collector, and he doesn't have any comics, and we started because I like watching TV shows, and he was as hard as it is to believe. All his costumes are Captain America, not that part, but he didn't. Before I started watching superhero stuff, he couldn't even tell you who Steve Rogers was. And my mother is sitting right there in a Scarlet Witch costume.
But so how do you get your kid into cosplay? Like, how did you start that first step?
Really, just to save money because they grow overnight. You guys know this. They go to bed and they wake up and they're taller. They just are. We really just go to Halloween stores and buy the in the bag costumes to get started because they do outgrow them so very quickly. And then if we do, we buy it, extra big so they can grow into it. It's just kind of like with regular clothes. You want them to last as long as possible. Spending a large amount of money on a commissioned product for someone Scout's age who, gets taller every year, you're really going to waste your money. So we really just kind of go to the store-bought, already done costumes, and then as we progress, we're going to start learning how to sew, and then we'll start taking care of it ourselves. But really, the costumes in a bag, they're not the same as when we were kids. They were really, really cheesy and gross and yucky and didn't look like what they were supposed to. And now the costumes that you get at the, Halloween Town, they look really good.
What actually gets me?
Well, they want to know how you get started when you do your cosplay. So what gives you your ideas? No, you can't. Okay. So no, I agree because they grow really fast, and Michael's 5 and he's constantly growing. So where do we go? We do the Halloween store too. Where else do we go to try to put stuff together for your costumes? Thrifting is really good. Yeah, lots of thrifting because you can pull pieces for all different kind of costumes, and it works for more than one.
When my dad helping with my Tony Stark, all he just gave me was sorry about that, God. He just did foam and put them on my yellow pants for a reason, for somehow. I don't know why. I started watching TV shows and movies with my mom, and I started seeing other people and grown-ups even cosplay, and I was like, hey, I want to do that too. So we started going to stores and getting costumes from the movies and shows.
What was your first?
My first costume was my Spider-Man costume. With the muscles.
Gotta have the muscles.
I don't buy it if it doesn't have muscles. I started because I started by
I think he bonked himself in the mouth. That was funny.
Well, I started because I just liked Marvel and DC. So I figured I would make some costumes. I wanted to just get my own little page, just like my dad has to hang and stuff. My first cosplay was Captain America. And I started by that kind of costume. First it was just a Halloween spirit store. We actually changed it into a real cosplay for me. So...
Are you saying that the store-bought ones aren't real costumes?
yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's been confirmed. You've heard it here, you guys.
Listen, folks here, don't buy this. Harsh.
Ouch.
Lay it down.
Ouch.
This panel is clearly not sponsored by the Halloween store.
Not anymore.
Anybody here from Spirit Halloween?
We're so
We're still available for sponsorship.
So my first costume was half and half. Originally we bought a store brand, the not real costume apparently, and we got it, and then we changed it up a little bit because it's not a real costume, and we got a real helmet, a real army helmet, and at the time my head was dinky, and the helmet went to like right about there, and every time I moved my head it would swish back and forth, and my first was Captain America, and it was the muscle shirt and everything because I didn't want to work out. And the shield standing next to me was probably about right to my eyes. And it was huge, and my dad thinks I'm adorable, but I blush, and I do not like my picture.
And everybody wanted a picture with you because they thought you were so adorable. I can't.
So you guys have been cosplaying for a while now. Do you have any tips for people that are starting out? Like something that you learned, even the hard stuff that you learned over the years.
Yeah. I would say start with something that, has real meaning for you. This is our first cosplay. We love Cap dearly. And when we got
She has a crush
I
on him.
heard that.
she's Team Stark. It's okay. I know.
Just logic.
Disappointment.
Sorry for the logic. I
want to be on Team Cap.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's
pretty good, huh?
another first cosplay that we did that it was a straightforward costume, but it wasn't screen accurate. We did Rocket Raccoon and Star-Lord. We got the red shirt and we just super glued or sewed pieces of felt together to make the designs. And it was not that hard, and so you should just start with something easy and then work your way up to hard stuff.
Yes, easy is good. I'm not a crafty person, and Michael is very challenging because he wants to be lots of different things. But
I hear that.
yes, exactly. But we actually did, contrary to what Michael says, we did start with some of the store-bought, and then we added on from there. And that seems. Oh, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
Okay, fine.
No, how do you start? They want to know what's the easy way to start cosplaying.
Well, the easiest way to start cosplaying is just buy one with not real costumes, and then start off by making them real. So
The shade.
that's all point where I want to cosplay.
How do they make them real?
But it's like buying bits and bobs.
That's it. And then you just add to it. And the kids themselves get really creative.
I think I have a little advice for everybody. Well, actually, mainly the adults, but only have your kids cosplay if they want to, and if they don't want to, don't drag them into doing that. That's a little advice for you, by the way. And
That's good advice.
it doesn't have to be spot on accurate. So if it's not accurate, if it's not accurate to the movies or the TV shows, whatever it's from, don't get all mad and try to perfection it to do. Just be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, cosplaying for anyone at any age or any level is about fun. It's about dressing up as someone you like and having fun and taking photos and spending time with your family and making friends and taking pictures. As far as with a child in particular, the costume has to, if you're going to a convention, especially a really big one like this, it's got to be comfortable, it's got to be durable. You don't want to put something hot and heavy on that you park the car, you put the costume on, you walk in the door and they go, oh.
And it is all about the fun.
Tony Kim has a great website. It's called Crazy for Comic Con. It's crazy, the numeral 4 for Comic Con. He has great tips for coming to this big convention, but smaller conventions as well. And what he says about cosplay really resonated with me. He said, on the days that you're cosplaying, you are no longer an attendee of the convention. You are part of the entertainment of the convention.
Yep.
So do you guys feel the need to group cosplay when you cosplay with your kids, or, can they just cosplay by themselves? What are your views on that?
What do you think, Scotty?
Well, I like doing group cosplay with my mom because it's really fun and it's easier to take photos together because then it's not like, for example, let's say someone dressed as Harry Potter and someone dressed as Captain America. Like, it's just easier to do stuff from fandom, but you do not have to do that because it's still fun even if you don't. I just think it's easier for pictures.
So, well, obviously, for the group cosplay, Michael just, that's some honor. Since we don't cosplay, Michael sometimes will look for groups. If he's dressed as Captain America, he will look for other Marvel characters to take pictures with, and he enjoys doing that. He saw somebody on the hallway, and he goes, he said, I'm dressed as Jon Snow. He said, I'm not my Marvel. It's like, it's okay, you can take pictures with other people. So.
I like cosplaying because it's fun, and I just like some of the costumes about the other people. So we get dressed in costumes. First thing in the morning, my mom says, "Let's wake up! You're not getting in costume right away."
He would sleep in one if he could.
Yeah, and mom just freaking, "Hey, no, you can't sleep in one. You can't sleep in one. You can't sleep in one." No, it's not happening.
It'd be really hot.
No, it wouldn't.
I think it's better sometimes to have a costume that matches, because then usually people want to take pictures of you two together. But personally, I don't think someone's going to really want a picture of War Machine and someone from Harry Potter or something like that, or someone from Star Wars with Batman. Well, actually, that would be kind of cool. But anyways, I don't think that people would want that picture of United We Stand by Your Fall. And
I understood that reference. Yeah, I mean, most of what we do goes together, because again, I only do Cap, and he does like Hawkeye and Coulson and Cap and Winter Soldier and Falcon, and almost all of his go with Captain America to some extent. Probably for me, the thing that's coolest about that is like recreating scenes from the movie. Like, we can do a pose on the stairs where I have the shield and I'm down, and he's Winter Soldier over the top of me with the gun, like in Civil War.
And how do you guys deal with social media with your kids, and even taking photos? Is there rules set forth, like you have to be in the picture with them, or?
I don't mind Scout being in the picture by herself. She has her own Instagram, and really it's just her dad and I both know the password for her Instagram. To get her an Instagram, I had to set her up with an email, and again, we know the password for that as well. She has her Instagram. If someone follows her and she wants to follow them back, she knows to basically bring up their page and what they post usually, and I'll look at it and I'll go, "That's fine, go ahead." So I think starting young with social media is fine, as long as there's a transparency and a communication that's open between the two. But that's just me.
Yeah, and I have Instagram, but like if someone follows me and I'm like, "Hey, that looks cool," but there's some stuff that I'm not sure about, I always ask my parents before, and so if someone follows me, I always ask if I can follow them back, and also I can see what my family are doing even if I can't see them year round. So.
Well, and I agree with the safety for social media. And Michael has his Facebook page and he has his Instagram. But like with cosplaying, he's got a lot of brothers and sisters, and they were always in theater, and so he knows the difference. You know, when you're out there and you're acting, and it's okay. Some of the things are a little more risque, but it's just a costume. It's not everyday life, and we monitor what he can see. But he's involved. We read him all of his posts from other cosplayers and from folks who want to see him, and we also have families spread out everywhere, and it's easier just to have them all on one page.
Well, I got my own Facebook page because I thought I wanted one. And anyways, I do. I mean, so the whole point. Well, I mean, I like to cosplay because, and it's.
What about your Instagram? Do you?
Yeah, I actually like liking a lot of stuff on the Facebook page. And everything on Cosplay Michael, I just look at every single picture, first the heart, and then I'm done.
So I'm very liberal on social media too. I mean, Gavin has his own Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram pages where we promote his cosplay and stuff. Again, living in Southern California, there's a lot of conventions to go to, a lot of cosplayers that we've made friends with, so it's a great way to keep in touch with them. Once you all kind of know each other, everybody tags each other. If somebody sees a photo of him, they'll tag him. I haven't seen it or anything, which is great. For us, one of the coolest things that we've done is, I don't know how many of you use Facebook or Twitter, but for whatever reason, more like famous people are on Twitter than Facebook. I don't know why that is exactly, but sometimes we'll take a picture of him. One of the things that happened to us early on was he dressed as Coulson, And at Comic-Con, it was right before Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. started for the first season. We tweeted a picture of him in his Coulson costume, and we tagged Clark Gregg on it.